All right, well, happy lunch hour. This has been an unusual year to say the least. I can't believe it's already September. This is our commission. I have to say, my hair's changed a bit, but I feel very fortunate to be a part of this commission and to be a part of the county. So moving on to some of our budget highlights. The legislature has handed us many unfunded mandates, and so to meet those needs, we've added additional staff to the district court, juvenile court, sheriff's office, public defense, public works, and IT. And I'm proud to say that we adopted a balanced budget in 2019. We met the reserve requirements and fully funded the rainy day fund for the second year in a row. And I'm proud because of the budget and the actions, or because the budget and the actions of our elected officials and department heads, we were able to avoid layoffs and reductions in service. Many other counties have not been that lucky, so I feel very fortunate. We're also taking advantage of the low rates to refinance some of our debt. All right, so looking ahead. Oh, did I skip one? I did. I got trigger fingers, they're happy. The county's received a lot of grants helping us help Mason County, and also to meet the requirements that the state and the federal government have put on us due to COVID. We've got the CARES Act funding, which was $3.8 million, and that helps us with the PPE, upgrades to Building 10, helping our business and some other uses. Plus, we also received great news that we're going to receive an additional $1.3 million. I believe the city is also receiving a chunk of that too. Some of the different things that's helping us move ahead and helping some of our businesses are the CDBG grants, and they come from Department of Commerce. And we're using those to give forgivable loans, also known as grants, and helping some of our businesses along the way as well. As of the end of October, our COVID expenses were well over 1.5 million. And of course, that just continues to increase. I do want to, at this time, give a shout out to our health department nurses. Many and a lot of the other players, they've put in many hours doing contact tracing and making sure that people have PPE, and just helping us move forward to progress. So looking ahead to 2021, we received the preliminary budget on on Tuesday. And we're always looking for ways to save money and increase our customer service. And I'll hit on some of those highlights in just a moment. We finalized the collective bargaining agreements, and also have helped guard against any layoffs in the event of a downturn. In our planning department, most of I guess all of our offices were closed for 30 days in April. Kind of funny that, just a little side note, March 13th was when everyone received the order to close. That was also my birthday. That's a date I will never forget. I'll try to forget, but I doubt I will. In our permit types all of our permits were up from 2019. So 2019, we had 223. In 2020, we've had 286, and the year's not finished. So it's exciting to see that. Our residential permits are up as well. So I'm very excited to see that. Oh, and also another side note, we now have 4 permit techs and an additional front counter person. So we are looking forward to increasing that staff as well. Our health and housing SmartGov is growing in popularity, and it's also being used by our planning and health departments. We also have a new tracking system. It's called the online RME, and it's for septic system maintenance and tracking. It's pretty cool. You can go in there anytime. Feel free. Check it out. As you can imagine, our food safety program is pretty busy with our restaurants and other businesses, helping them to comply with the COVID restrictions. Moving on to Public Works, we have 2 new employees there. We'd like to welcome Mike Collins and Victor Rett to our team. Mike is our new county engineer and deputy director. Victor is the new finance manager, so we'd like to welcome them. We're as always, we're always working to improve our outreach to the community and to tap into the local expertise on projects. Some of those projects are the Snohomish Valley. This is ongoing, and when this is finished, it will really help our valley, help the Snohomish Valley. Some of our partners in this, almost said partners of crime, but I wouldn't want to go there. It is our Army Corps of Engineers, the tribe conservation districts, and many others. Now the Belfair sewer extension, we're very excited about this one. It is going to help so many people and help our Mason County grow. As you can see, we received much needed financial assistance to help complete this project. I'm excited to look to the future for Belfair and for Mason County. Now this is pretty exciting. Our Russellwood wastewater treatment plant, we received an outstanding performance award from the Department of Ecology by complying with all the requirements. And of course, the credit goes to our operators and our management team. Fish barriers, who doesn't like a good fish barrier? I mean, who doesn't like to improve a good fish barrier? This was an amazing project. I encourage you to walk out there, well, probably drive out there and then walk down to the culvert. The culvert is huge. I stood in it and I looked tiny, very tiny. So I'm not sure, but it is worth a hike down. I'm not sure how many fish will use it, but it turned out to be quite the fish highway. Now, due to COVID restrictions, we're having to add 2 large courtrooms and a large jury assembly area to make sure that people are socially distanced. And all of that will be going into building 10. I'm sure you can drive by and see the fence up around it. It's going to look pretty nice. Of course, we're having to rush so that we can comply with all the restrictions. Our sheriff's office has been very busy, keeping us safe and responding to calls. It's interesting to look at their stats from years past. Through August 9th of 2020, they already have over 14,000 911 calls. And here you can see in 2019, a total of 24,132 calls with 625 arrests. And as we look ahead, you always know that there's going to be more unfunded mandates that come down. One of them that's on our way will be body and dash cams. We don't have a date when that will go into effect, but I'm sure the legislature is looking into that. And now the topic everyone's waiting for and would like to see go away is COVID. So we've been operating since February 28th, so a total of 188 days. We have our team, our Emergency Operation Command team, and they are a group of amazing people, very passionate about keeping Mason County citizens safe and well. Some of those team members are our hospitals, our schools, the city, mental health professionals, MACECOM, and the EDC, and so many others. One of the silver linings about this is now we know that we can look to the future for any other emergencies, and our team is there. We're ready to tackle anything and make sure that we can get through this, or through the next emergency, I guess. So I'm quick. You probably all know that I'm not what do I want to say? I'm not a very good politician as far as public speaking. So please feel free to reach out to me. There's my email address, office phone number, cell number. I'm in my office most days, and I always have my cell handy. Deidre?
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sharon. So we had a few questions come through during that time. The first is asking about the Belfair sewer expansion, and is it going to go out along Highway 3 versus Old Belfair Highway? If there are any construction timelines available or plans for commutes?
The construction timeline, this is going to take a few years, and this will be out the freight corridor. It was also known as the Belfair bypass, but this will be out the freight corridor, and we're working in conjunction with WSDOT, which is helping to save our county a lot of money by working together.
Great. And another question we had for you, Sharon, is with fire dangers increasing, is the county considering a county-wide ban on all fireworks?
On all fireworks? Probably not. We do follow what DNR, what they put up. So as far as fire restrictions, we follow their guidelines, and also work with our local fire departments and fire districts.
Another question is, where can someone go to get tested for COVID locally?
That's a good question. You go to Mason General. They're the ones that are providing the tests for Mason County. You can also go to your local doctors, but the Mason General has been doing an amazing job. They have the testing center. It's up by the hospital. It's a big white tent. You can't miss it. Make an appointment. I believe their phone number is online, but make an appointment if you want to be tested, and you can go there, and turnaround is real quick. Mason County, the Mason General has been working with Mason County Health Department, and they're also a part of our EOC team, and we are so lucky to have them as part of that team, because they keep us updated. You know, how many people are in the hospital being treated, and how many positives, how many negatives. They're a real asset to our team.
Great. We also had a reminder come through via the chat window that 211 is also an available option if you're looking to find out about testing sites for COVID and a number of other resources.
Yep, exactly.
Another question for you, Sharon, is there an update on the Mason Transit Park and Ride project in Belfair, and when is it planned to open?
You know, they're working on it, and I'm not sure. Honestly, you got me on a good one. I can look up the dates and let you know. But if you want to know, Mason Transit definitely has that on their website. They're doing a great job as well. I think the roundabout is finished, but the transit center is going to take a little bit longer.
And do we have any other questions from folks? I don't see anything else coming through the chat window here, or excuse me, the questions panel. So in that case, Sharon, thank you so much for your time today, and I'm going to turn it back over to Pam and Heidi.
All right, thank you.